His name was Geralt of Rivia. He was a witcher, a professional monster slayer. An unusual contract to lift the curse that held a monarch's daughter. It was enough to spend the night with the princess, dusk till dawn. If only she were not a deadly beast, a striga. The traitor responsible for the curse became the bait. Though gravely wounded, the Witcher lifted the curse and gained fame. The world changed with the coming of the Great War, the time of the sword and axe, the time of disdain. Geralt of Rivia disappeared, all but forgotten. But that's another story.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another new Let's Play. This time, let's play The Witcher Enhanced Edition. Various other things, I'm sure. It's the edition from GOG.com. If that helps explain what's going on. So I've played, for those not counting him, on Saturdays, I've played The Witcher adventure game twice. I've played it once with playing as Dandelion and once playing as Triss Merigold, who I think are in this game, and Geralt of Rivia, who of course was the protagonist of that wonderful cutscene, the likes of which you will probably not see when I'm in control. But hey, right. So things I need to say. Right, it was suggested while watching that, while I was doing those, by, I just checked, and apparently it's now Darth Lannister, but I don't think that was his name originally. Suggested by Darth Lannister that maybe I would enjoy the RPGs rather than the kind of board games. Rather than the board game, I'd enjoy the RPGs of The Witcher, and I do have The Witcher, and I do have The Witcher 2 as well. So we might work through those, along with all the other RPGs I'm currently working through. Yes, this is blind up to a point. I've played a little bit of this just to kind of check controls and also check graphic settings. So, for example, there's an occasional bug where you can see light sources through walls, which I've had and have dealt with, I hope. I've also watched a bit of the opening of Squee's Let's Play, so that's Spiffy Squee. He started this about a month or so ago, and I think a few people have found me through that, because he mentioned to me at the end, and I think due to real life concerns he's not been able to continue it, so I'm hoping to sneak ahead of him, and then I can hopefully keep watching his. But this is blind, so if I'm not ahead of him when he starts uploading, I can't watch. So so we start in Kermoren. That's how you pronounce it, apparently. And we get attacked, and then that's all I really remember. I think there's like some ghostly dogs at some point after Kermoren, and that's about it, if memory serves. So of course we're going right. Yes, the load game, that was for, as I mentioned, just checking that everything worked. So, into a new game. Right, so I did actually search for these and what these new adventures things, so we can click on this. All these random things, I have no idea what they are. They're little side story things that don't really have an impact on the main story. As I say with a lot of my other things, when there's little offshoots like this, if you want me to do them, please comment, and I'll try and put them in somewhere. I'll either put them in at the end, or if they fit in certain places in the story, I could like slot them in there, like I did with the Dragon Age. But apparently they're little kind of moddy adventure, separate module-y things, so we're not doing those. We're gonna play, of course, The Witcher. Play The Witcher. Venture through a dark world where there is no good or evil. Just choices and their consequences. That's a bizarre thing to say, because there's going to be good and evil. I mean, they're going to be difficult to discern, but there's going to be good and evil. Right. Select difficulty. For novice gamers, combat is easier. Sounds good. Alchemy is not required to survive. There is a part of me that's like, yeah, just go through that, just play through the story, but no. No. What other options we got? Intermediate level recommended for most gamers. I'm most gamers. Well, I'm not all of most gamers, but I'm one of most gamers, combat is challenging. Right. Alchemy is useful. I'm going to forget to use alchemy, we all know that. For advanced gamers, combat is difficult. Alchemy is required to survive. Okay. So, Wimp. Like, Wimp, Doomed, and, yeah. if I tried that, we wouldn't get out of the starting area, I don't think. Right. So we're going to go with this middle one. Intermediate level, recommended for most gamers. Medium! Select control mode. So mouse preferred, featuring an easily controlled smart isometric camera. Recommended for casual gamers and those wanting a more strategic overview of battles. Control mode can be changed at any time during the game. So I'm guessing that's kind of akin to how I play Dragon Age Origins and Baldur's Gate. So, but that's I think is more useful if you've got a group. Whereas I think this one, which is keyboard and mouse, featuring a dynamic over-the-shoulder camera, recommended for experienced gamers and those who want to get closer to the action. Control mode can be changed to I think I tried this, and it's more kind of how I play Skyrim. Apart from obviously not the first person for shooting, because Geralt doesn't shoot things, at least as far as I can tell. But that's like with sad movement and clicking for attacking. So that's Dragon Age Origins, and that's Skyrim. That's good. Yeah, we'll stick with keyboard and mouse. Ooh, loading. I think we've done all our setup. Hooray! Cameron exterior. Looks a bit damp. Ooh, there's a frog. Ooh, there's another one. Spot the frogs.
The northern kingdoms nursed their wounds for 5 years after the Great War. Plague and famine raged, the death toll unknown. A few surviving elven and dwarven units sought refuge amidst forests, where they prepared for a final, desperate fight. Abominable beasts ruled backwoods, highways, and former battlefields alike. In cities and villages, folk were left wondering what had happened to the Witchers. The Blue Mountains in the north of Kedwin. The year 1270, 5 years after the Great War.
Uh-oh.
Everything's all right. I've no idea where you've been. The important thing is you're alive and among friends. Though you look like you just left your grave. I remember nothing. We'll speak soon enough. We're nearing Kaer Morhen.